In this video, we're going to look at how we can create email templates using HTML and do it a little bit faster and maybe have more control over what the templates look like when we send someone an email from customer voice asking them to complete a survey. So here we've got a periodic customer survey that we want to send out. And when I go to the send option and pick email, then you're going to see a template in there that will end up being the default one that will be displayed. Now, I can go ahead and create as many templates as I would like. If I just go ahead and click on template, then I've got an option to say I want to create new one. So I'm going to call this one my official template. Just going to go ahead and add it. Once I have, we can see it says new template created, but it's still showing the default one. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. That's now the one that I'm going to be editing. Now, you might be using some other kind of email tool, MailChimp, Dynamics 365 marketing. I use something called ConvertKit. So there's lots of options out there. And usually when you're creating some kind of template, you could get access to the HTML. So if you've got the HTML, we can use that as our starting point and then kind of edit it or change it as needed. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the source for this, and we can see that we've got the source here. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it all. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to paste in some code that I have, some HTML. And what we can see is that we've got like sort of hyperlinks that are set up that are going to go to my website. I've got an image source URL there that's basically going to pull in a header image, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go and just click OK. And what we'll see is it's gone ahead and it's actually used that and immediately shows me what my template's going to look like. So that's really nice. I've been able to create it somewhere else, paste it in here. Now there's going to be a couple of things that you'll want to do. First thing is if I want to put in the first name, then typically, if you've already pulled in some kind of tag from your other tool where you've created your HTML template, it's not going to be the same name as the variable for first name in customer voice. So I'm just going to go ahead and do personalize and put in the first name. That way it'll actually show that person's name in the email. If I scroll down to the bottom, what I'm also going to need is the unsubscribe link. Now, the unsubscribe link is available from here, but if we just go ahead and click on it and add it in, so let's say that let's do a new line, and then if I just put in unsubscribe link, that's what it's going to look like, and that will actually show the link. Now, I want it to show the word unsubscribe, so what we can do is if I go into the source, we can see here the href is basically just using in square brackets, unsubscribe link with no space between. So anything that I then put in between that is the word that will show for that specific link. So we need to make sure that the unsubscribe link is in there. We also need to make sure that the survey link is in there. And again, if I just put in survey link, that's what it's going to look like. And it's going to show the actual URL rather than having some kind of button type thing that I've got at the minute. Now, there's probably different ways that you can do this. The easiest way is if I go into the source, and this is based on also looking at some of the other templates that are provided within Customer Voice, is we can see that there's just a table that's been set up. And within that table, we basically just have one row, and then we are essentially coloring that table data or that cell. And we're giving it a background. We're setting the color of the font to white. We're setting with the font family or the style that we're using. And then all I need to do is that href, similar to the unsubscribe, it needs to be in square brackets, and it says survey link with no space and capital S and capital L. And then whatever I put after that and before the close tag for the active link, I've put start survey, and that is what is then going to show within my button. So it's not quite a button, but we're making it look like one. So I'm just going to go ahead and say your feedback is requested. Put in my subject, please. And then I'm going to go ahead and just click save. And we can see at the top there that it says the template has been saved. So let's go ahead and send this to a contact. And just click on send. So now whenever I go back to my email, I can go ahead and I can use that official template, or I can change it and switch to the other one, or I could go ahead and actually delete that one because I no longer want to use that, and then therefore that's the only one that will show up. If I go into the email, there we can see a lovely looking template that has been sent out where we've got the links for social media, we've got our header, we've got our unsubscribe link, I've got a link where they can update their preferences, and then most importantly, I can go ahead and click to start the survey. So hopefully you found this useful. It might be something you were already aware of, but it's not necessarily obvious. So now this gives you a way in which you can quickly jump into the code if you are familiar with creating HTML templates, create it somewhere else, take that HTML and just use it within Dynamics 365 Customer Voice. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Hi, I'm Megan Walker. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something from it. If you don't want to miss out on any other content, you can go ahead and click on my face below to subscribe. And if you want to watch the next video, you can do that by clicking over here and go ahead and get started. Thanks again.